Okay, so in this video, we are going to deal with the third topic from our list, that is Unit 2.1. Okay, so Unit 2.1, Civilization. So there are basic things that we should know about this topic. If a question is coming on this particular part, we have to understand that we only will have to write about 150 words because this topic is not of that significance that it should have it should be. Okay, so simply we have to complete this topic and we have to understand that what is the utility of it. Okay, so you might see the name L.H. Morgan. Okay, this will be the fourth name. Okay, the first name was Tyler, E.B. Tyler. The second was Malinowski, Bronislaw Malinowski. Third was Hertzkowitz, and this fourth is L.H. Morgan. Now L.H. Morgan and Tyler, these both are classical evolutionists. Okay, you should just remember these names because in theories these people have certain contribution which we need to discuss. So L.H. Morgan has written a basically book and published it in the year 1877, and the name of the book was Ancient Society. In this book Ancient Society, he basically discussed the civilization. Okay, now what do I mean by civilization is a simple part that we are going to discuss. Now if we consider civilization, we have said in the last video that this is the cultural height which is achieved. Okay, this is the highest level of something that is achieved in particular way. For example, Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamian or Egyptian civilization. So these basically civilization before their fall, their respective fall, they had achieved a level. If you see that they were here and then they just deteriorated, but before that they reached over here, and this medium was culture. Now we are going to discuss that what is basically civilization. Okay, so if we say that LH, we have mentioned about LH Morgan. Okay, so what this genius person has said in his book Ancient Society. Remember this thing, for our answer that we are going to write, you should have intro. In intro you basically go with definition or fact, then you move to body where you have to mention scholar, then you have to mention a book if it is there, you have to mention a tribe if there is an example, you have to mention a case study if it is required, then you have to explain the pros or cons, advantages or disadvantages over here, and you have to conclude. Okay, and you also have to add criticism. Okay, so if we are going to write any answer, we should have a scholar. Do we have a scholar? Yes, L.H. Morgan. Do we have his book? Yes, book is Ancient Society. What about the tribes that we will be discussing? Okay, so and then last you will go with the conclusion. So this is something that we are going to do as a particular thing. Okay, next. Okay, so here, so what did L.H. Morgan say? He said that civilization basically is nothing but a cultural process, cultural evolution, that from savagery we evolved to barbarism, and from barbarism we evolved to civilization. Now you might have watching some Netflix series where you might have heard this word savage, barbaric, etc. So what do it mean is there are people who live in a bands. Okay, now in third chapter, economic anthropology, political, and fourth, political anthropology, we will discuss about these particular, what is band, what is clan. Okay, these are the things that is reserved for that particular thing. Here you should have an basic understanding that we are talking about this thing, and what it is we are going to discuss in the for future classes. So savagery. Now savagery is something which is characterized by certain features. These do not have certain laws that we have here. This is something which is in highest. See, if this is civilization, this is something barbarism, this is savagery. Okay, and we have evolved it, so there are certain characteristics which are associated with it. As simple as that. Now we are going to write the characteristics because we are dealing with the civilization. So we start with savagery. So savagery, basically it comes with nomadism. Okay, that a person is not sedentary. What do I mean by sedentary is, and what do I mean by nomadism is, that a person migrates from place A to B to C to D to E to F to maybe from here, or may go here, and they do not have a particular place, and that is why we call them as nomadic. So what are the features? Nomadism, then hunting gathering. Okay, this is the primary, simplest form of existence. Hunting gathering, then nomadic life, then they don't have a community life, and the economic economy is basically, it's not sustainable. Okay, whatever they produce, they consume immediately, so there is no surplus. If we move to polity, they don't have no permanent leadership. Okay, if we move to society, non-existence, because there is limited group of people which in a band or a clan, not clan, particularly band, they just move from place one to B. In way, the families adds or family, just they add or something, leave sometime add. So there is no particular permanency in this group. So this is savagery. The next is barbarism. See, barbarism is something that person goes for sedentary life. Here there is also domestication of animal has begun. Okay, this is barbarism. So here sedentary life started, then there is domestication has already begun, then we can say that there is a surplus, and when there is a surplus there is a community life. When there is a community life, there is a society. Domestication of both plants and animal. What do happens with the surplus? It is distributed. Okay, and in barbarism there is also evolution of economy. So there are specialists, for example ironsmith, goldsmith. The make people make swords, right? So these type of things become reality in barbarism. There is an beginning of a familiar structure as well, which happens in barbarism. The next one is basically the civilization. So civilization you can understand with its arms, which is political, social, economy, then culture, and family. So polity, we have state, we have codified law, we have constitution, and if we don't have constitution, we can say we have a set of law. Okay, then there is machinery, state machinery, like police, army, etc. In social form, we believe in a village community which is self-sufficient, which we will be writing here, self-sufficient. So we have agriculture, we have pottery, we have wheel made pottery, we have bricks which are burnt. We have a lot of things when it comes to civilization. Culture, it is the highest. Family, we find various sort of joint, nuclear, etc., whatever suits to the thing, but there is an existence of a well-defined family which is based on labor. Gender is basically, division of labor is there on the basis of gender. So this is basically it. Okay, then we also can say that economy, there are trading. If I'm missing something, I'll cover it over. Trading, ports. Okay, there will be trading, there will be trading community. Okay, then I'll write over here some remaining parts. There will be something the way last time we had mentioned, there are specialists like woodsmith, ironsmith, and various type of craftsmen, etc. Then if there is anything specialization, utilization, etc. So this is something which becomes a part of civilization. Okay, so in this video we have basically discussed about the ancient society. This is the name of book which is written by L.H. Morgan, 1877, where he has given this thing as a civilization. Okay, civilization is basically divided into three parts, or we can say it is a cultural process, highest level of evolution, and where basically everything reaches to its zenith. So culture will start from savage, move to barbarism, and will go to the civilization. So when it moves to the higher form, the lower forms automatically upgrade towards the better one. For example, here there is a nomadism, in the next one there is a partially sedentary, or they will have a particular places, and in third one there will be a particular village. Okay, so this will be third one where there will be village also. Polity, no permanent head, no surplus, not sustainable, etc., will move to the particular parts. When it comes to barbarism, these will be the characteristics, and then civilization. So this is something that is made. In the next video we will be discussing culture and civilization. Okay, what do mean by culture, what do mean by civilization? So stay tuned, and I wish you good luck.